Hello, everybody, and welcome to your first online health lesson. I know this is not how we thought we would be spending the rest, or maybe close to the rest of our school year, but I just wanted to say that I miss you guys so much and that we are going to online learn as best we can together. I'm really excited to be able to learn Google Classroom and use it with you guys. And just know that I miss you guys very much, and I can't wait to see you soon, whenever that would be. So our first health lesson is going to be on diseases that spread. So that is our big unit, diseases that spread. But this is our very first lesson, so we're just going to get into very basic information. Okay? So I already said hello, but here's our little health joke of the day. It says, apparently snakes don't need 8 glasses of water a day. Ha ha ha! It's so funny because we need 8 glasses of water a day, but the artist who drew this picture must have thought that a snake would just expand so much if it had 8 glasses of water per day. So, on your do now, like we do every single day, on your do now, I want you to write on a piece of paper, write down everything you think you know about diseases. You'll have 2 minutes. Go. All right, we have about 1 minute and 30 more seconds to go. Think about things like, what is a disease? What do diseases do? What are different kinds of diseases? How do they affect us in everyday life? Think about all those things as you are writing down what you know about diseases. You have about 1 minute left. Thirty more seconds. You guys got this. Keep thinking hard. What do you know about diseases? All right, and that is our time. So we are going to go to the next thing. So our job today, the TEKS that we have for today is 4.5b, identify different pathogens and explain how the body protects itself from pathogens such as viruses, bacteria, and fungi. So our objective for the day, get ready? The learner will identify the different types of pathogens and list examples of each type of pathogen. Again, the learner will identify the different types of pathogens and list examples of each type of pathogen. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about different types of pathogens. We're going to learn what is a pathogen, and then we're going to be able to list examples of different types of pathogens. So, first thing, here's our introduction. So, kinds of pathogens. A disease is any condition that keeps the body from working as it should. A communicable disease is one that is spread from person to person, from animals to people, or from objects in the environment to people. Diseases that spread are caused by bacteria, viruses, fungi, or protists. Other diseases, such as heart disease and cancer, are not spread from person to person. Diseases that do not spread are called non-communicable diseases. So we have communicable diseases, those spread. Think about communicating, how we communicate, and we can spread things by word of mouth. Diseases are spread from person to person, just like we communicate from person to person. Now, non-communicable diseases means is like you can't communicate, so it doesn't go from person to person. Okay? So, communicable diseases are caused by pathogens. A pathogen is a germ that causes disease. Some bacteria, fungi, viruses, and protists are pathogens. The chart below, we won't have a chart. We will have a chart, but the chart that we look at next will talk about different types of pathogens. So let's go to the next slide. So, okay, bacteria. Bacteria is a type of pathogen that is a one-celled organism. It lives in air, soil, water, in and on plants, and in and on animals. Okay, and I included a picture of what that looks like right here. Next, we have fungi, and these are not fungi. So fungi are plant-like, but they cannot make their own food. Remember how we talked about producers, consumers, and decomposers earlier in the year, and we said that most plants are producers, meaning that they can produce their own food. However, we said that fungi, like mushrooms, cannot make their own food. They're decomposers. They get their energy from the dead matter in the ground, so plant and animal remains. But this fungi that we're talking about is similar to those types of decomposers, but this is on the microscopic level, meaning very, very small. And these fungi are things that cause diseases. And I've included a picture of what they look like right here. Next, we have viruses, which is timely considering we are right in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic. And actually, the picture that I've included here is a picture of what the coronavirus looks like on a microscopic level. So, what is a virus? It's just a bunch of non-living particles, and it lives in plants and animals. But the thing about viruses is they can be spread from plants and animals to humans. You guessed it. Much like the coronavirus has done. So, next one. Protists. Okay, this is our last one that we're going to be talking about, our last type of pathogen. So, a protist is a one-celled or many-celled living thing. It lives in animals, soil, and water, and this is a picture of what they look like. So, we have bacteria, fungi, viruses, protists. Bacteria, fungi, viruses, protists. One more time. Bacteria, fungi, viruses, protists. Good. Now we're going to be talking about different examples of what these things are. So, if you look at our graph, I have divided it into 4 different quadrants. We have bacteria, fungi, viruses, and protists. So, we're going to sort these 4 different types of diseases, different pathogens, into their category of pathogen. What kind of pathogen are they? So, I have sorted all 4 of them. Actually, go back. Okay, so the flu is a type of virus. Okay. Malaria is a type of protist. Ringworm is a type of fungi. And strep throat is a type of bacteria. So, Those 4 are sorted. Now we're going to go through another set of things to practice, another list of examples. So we have some forms of pink eye, chickenpox, sleeping sickness, and athlete's foot. When I go to the next slide, it will show you where each of them go. So if you look, athlete's foot is a fungus, so it goes under the fungi category. Sleeping sickness, like malaria, is a protist. Chickenpox is a virus. And actually, some forms of pink eye falls under 2 categories, if you notice. It falls under bacteria and viruses. So, after you've written down these examples, in each of the categories, again, you can use the document that I posted with this assignment, or you can just write it down using any sheet of notebook paper that you have. So after you've written down these examples, I want you to research and find at least 2 more examples of each type of pathogen. So 2 more types of bacteria, so 2 more diseases that are bacteria, 2 more diseases that are fungi, viruses, and protists. So 2 more of each. So you should have 8 more total. Okay, and write them down in each box. And then once you're done with that, submit all of that on Google Classroom if you can. After you are done with that, I have 2 extension activities for you to do. Your first one is what you can do is get a piece of bread, find a plastic bag, and I want you to put the piece of bread in the plastic bag, seal it up, and put it in a warm place. You could put it on a windowsill, you can put it outside. Heck, it's been super nice, so you could do that. So, and then don't do anything to it. Just put it in the bag, seal it up, and put it in a warm place. And then come back the next day, and on a piece of paper, write down the date and write down anything that you notice about the bread. Has anything started to happen to the bread? Does it look different? What's it doing? And then so come back each day for 7 days, or you could do it for 5 in order to submit it by Friday. So observe the bread each day and describe how it changes. Submit it on Google Classroom. Make sure you put a date by it. Your second extension activity, what you can do is choose one disease, any disease you want to. I want you to research your disease and then write a paragraph on it. You should have 5 to 6 sentences minimum, complete sentences. Submit it on Google Classroom when you're done with it. You should include these 5 things, at least: the name of the disease, how it was discovered, who discovered it, the type of pathogen, is it a bacteria, virus, fungi, protist, and then the symptoms. What does it do to the body? Why does it matter? All right, guys, I hope that this lesson was valuable. If you need to pause it at any time or go back and re-listen to certain things, I know I might have talked fast. You certainly can, but I will see you guys next lesson. Either in social studies, science, or health, whichever one comes next that you guys see. Again, I miss you guys so much, and I cannot wait to see you guys again whenever that may be. Until then, I'm thinking of all of you. Of course, you guys are in my heart all the time, but I do miss you very much, and I can't wait to see you again. Thanks, guys. Bye.